This conference will now be recorded.
Today I'm going to talking about ACL, access control list. So access control list can determine, so how can you prevent the user? Like for example, so many customers are using ServiceNow platform. As someone is able to create the record or update the record, read the record and delete the record. Based on the access rules and conditions, the people will be able to perform the operations into ServiceNow table. So access control list rules for access control list, like restricting the user access data by requiring users to pass the set of requirement before the interacting with that any application. So can be able to restricting everyone who can be able to read and update and create delete. So we have to define that based on your ACL rule. People will get access for respect to application and module. So the applications and modules are objects operating being secure. The permissions required to access the application modules and objects. So we have to implement the ACL. And so let's start. Let's get start working with the new ACL and working with existing ACL rules. Okay, so directly you can navigate it to ACL access control list under system security. Already they have created 12,434 ACL rules for all tables. If you want to open specific table ACLs, you'll be able to apply the condition. Now let's search with incident table. How many ACL rules are applied for incident table? 78 ACL rules are applied for incident table. If you want to edit and modify any existing ACL rule, for example, I'm going to making some changes into this ACL rule. System won't support by default to do any modifications into existing ACL rules. If you want to edit and modify any ACL rules, first of all, you should elevate with security admin role. So this ACL rule is already created, but now it's not allowing to modify the changes. If you want to modify any existing ACL rule or create a new ACL rule, first of all, the system administrator will elevate with security admin role. Then only system will be allowed to create new ACL rule, modifying existing ACL rule. Right. So this is the existing ACL rule record. Previously, it's not allowed to make any changes. Now it's allowing to make some changes into existing ACL rule. Guys, please do remember it's very important question interview rules. The interview question also. Okay. Like so, when I create new ACL rule and when I update ACL rule, we can discuss later. Okay. So, but when you want to create a new ACL rule or modify existing rule, so every system administrator should be elevate with security admin role. That can be applicable to only specific session. In case if you impersonate with any other user, that elevate will be expired. Again, we have to elevate with security admin role, then we can make the changes. Just have impersonate, right? And impersonate and impersonate and go to ACL and open any specific ACL rule record. It's not allowing to edit and modify the existing ACL rule because just have impersonate to other user system. So when you are elevated with a specific role, like a security admin role, that will be applicable to only that particular session. Okay, now go to elevate roles. So person should be enable security admin role. Then we can be able to edit and modify the existing role. Elevate roles and click on OK. I think it's a system application role. It's not allowing to make the changes. Back to list of SEL rules and open instant SEL rules and open any SEL rule. Right? Now it's allowing to modify the changes into your existing SEL rule. Okay, let's start working with new SEL. Okay, when you create any new table or custom table, automatically system will be create 4 ACL roles by default. Let me show that. So go to tables and create new one. See, my table name is ServiceNow Academy. Academy, right? I'm going to create a new table. The name should be take automatically. I don't want extends this table to any other table, not required. Meanwhile, going to creating module, mobile module, and application menu also. ServiceNow Academy, and you can save it. If you want to configure any controls, okay, you will be able to configure the controls as well, like auto number, all those things. Okay, so when we created any new table, all the fields will be created automatically. We know everyone, right? If you go to application access, okay, and go to controls, this is called role. So when you created any custom table, by default, one role also created. Okay, if you want to access this application, the person should have this role. U underscore ServiceNow Academy underscore user, right? And next one is if you're coming to access controls. So these all 4 controls will be created automatically when you created a custom table. One is create rule, second one is a delete rule, and the third one is a read rule, one is a write rule. These 4 rules will be created automatically. It's the most important question interview also. So when we created any custom table, how many rules will be created automatically? You can say 4 rules: create, read, write, and delete. And so when you want to access this application, the person should have this rule. For example, impersonate with ITL user unable to access ServiceNow Academy table. No, is unable to access ServiceNow Academy table. You don't have the permission. So when the person want access this particular table, so first of all we should assign this like a role to respective user. You know how to assign the role? Impersonate with administrator, right? And impersonate how you can assign role sys underscore user dot list. Open ITL user. This person unable to access ServiceNow Academy table because this person don't have rights to access it. Okay, scroll down and go to roles. A person may be contain one or many roles based on the role assignment. The people will access application and module or updates. See U underscore U underscore ServiceNow Academy. Not required. Might be the different role. You can save it. U underscore ServiceNow Academy underscore it's a custom rule. When I created ServiceNow Academy table, that's that has been created automatically. Now you can save it. Again, impersonate with ideal user. Just you can check it out whether he is able to access or not. So this moment, ideal user will be able to access ServiceNow Academy table because the person have the rights. Just I have assigned this role to only one person. Same organization and same project, multiple users are going to working as a ideal user. If you want to assign the same role to each person individually, it's time consuming process. Every ideal user, they want access ServiceNow Academy table. That's my requirement. In this case, how can you achieve it, guys? Every ideal user should be access ServiceNow Academy table also. How can you achieve this requirement?
By group, sir.
No, not group. Example, 1,000 ideal users are working in my project. Every person should access ServiceNow Academy table. Every ideal user. Basically, ideal is the role, right? Okay. So when you go to user administration, already discussed, right?
In role, we need to add that particular role.
We have to add my custom role to which role?
ITL user.
Yes, ITL role. If you assign my role also to your ITL role, automatically you will get ServiceNow Academy table also, right? But so we did not define who will create, read, update, and delete. By default, everybody will be able to create, read, and update, delete, right? By default, so everybody will be able to create, read, update, and delete based on your conditions and ACL rules, so that people can perform the operations. Now let's start working with incident table ACLs. So many create there, right? Incident. Go to create one. It's the last topic in development part. Okay. Now I'm going to configure. Guys, all are completed, right? Anything is pending? Form design completed. Form layout completed.
Sir, workflow.
I'm talking about these all.
Oh, okay, these are completed.
Dictionary entry completed, notification is completed, UI action completed, data policy, UI policy, client scripts, business rules, and all define all the details. Table directly you can navigate to table, and form layout and form design. I think one or two batches related list is not completed. We can discuss it. It's a 20 minutes concept. Okay, now I'm going to working with security rules. Security nothing but how many rules are already applied to incident table 113. Almost 113 rules are implemented for incident table. Now I want to open only my incident table. Just you can search it. Okay, so these all 78 rules are applied to created for incident table. 78 rules. Some rules are right, some rules are defining create and read and table level ACL and field level ACL. Okay, now coming to okay. So how many levels you can apply ACL rules? Basically, we can apply ACL rules to two levels. One is table level. One is table level ACL. Second one is field level. It's very most important question interview also. How many levels we can apply ACL rules? Only two levels. One is table level ACL. Second one is the field level ACL. So if we don't have the permission in table level, so we don't like a system is not allowing to access any field. So sometimes customer directly have the permission on the field level can be able to modify it. And when the person have the table level access, the person will be able to get the permission for all the records. So table nothing but collection of records, field is specific field. So who are the person responsible to edit and modify the specific field value based on the condition the system can understand. Okay, so there are two levels to apply the ACL rules. How many ways we can apply the ACL rules? Like based on the role base, and second one is condition base, third one is scripting. So what is the order of execution? Order of execution of ACL rule. Same order, right? First of all, it will be checking the role base if the condition evaluation true or false. If the condition evaluation false, then coming to condition part, condition also evaluation false. Finally, coming to scripting. In scripting also evaluation false, the access will be denied. So at least one condition evaluation true, the system will be checking the person have the proper rights to to do the some operation into respect to ServiceNow table. Okay, and now let's start begin with role based ACL. Okay, so we have so many read, write, and write, read, write, and delete. Now let me show matching. Because total 4 rules are created for write, 5 rules are created. Start recording. Vishnu already recording has been, it's being recorded. Already started. Okay. See, now I'm able to see 3 write rules, 5 read rules, 1 delete rule, 1 create rule, and sometimes I'm able to apply the ACL rules on report level also. First of all, I'm going to working with write rules. Write means who can write incident tickets into incident table based on the condition. Let me open existing write rule. So by default, we are unable to edit and modify it, right? That's why we can elevate with security admin role. So we have 3 write rule, right? Let me open first the write rule. So write rule can be defining who will edit and modify the incident records into incident table. Okay, so what is the type? Type is nothing but record action. Operation is the write, and incident name is a table name, and none. So table can be defining specific table. None can be determined. It says like all the records in the table. Will update. So who will write? Write means nothing but update. Who will update all records in incident table? So the person have SN incident write. Anybody have SN underscore incident underscore write? This specific like a special role. Anybody have this special role? Everybody will be able to edit and modify the record. Okay, SN underscore incident underscore write. If you assign any this role to anybody, the person can edit and modify all the records. None can be defining all records. All the records in incident table. So write can be defining it's a like edit operation, and it won't visible instance stage not one of closed and cancel. Okay. In case of if the state is closed or cancelled, so we can't edit and modify it. Other states we can be able to edit and modify it. So person who have SN underscore instance underscore write role, it's a special role. And the second write role, every ideal user will be able to edit and modify the record. So just I have defined the ideal role. So based on the rule, the system will be checking the condition. The person have the ideal role or not. If the person have ideal role, system will be allowed to perform some operations which is mentioned in the ACL record. Incident is nothing but table. None can determine all records in this table and write. Who can write all records in incident table? Who can write all records in incident table? So every ITL user. Based on this rule, the system is checking the current person have ITL role, then it will be allowing to edit and modify the records in incident table. Not only specific record, all the records. And it's the second role base. And the third one is scripting. Who will edit and modify the record in incident table based on the condition, right? This is about condition. So caller is JavaScript just start get user ID, and it will be getting the current login user ID and checking the caller. Caller also will be able to edit and modify the record, and open by person also will be able to edit and modify the record, and incident state is not one of closed. If in case of the record status is closed, we can't edit and modify it. So caller and open by. Okay, finally, so caller and open by. Okay, and who is the person is ITL and SN underscore incident score like right the special role. Okay, first of all, it will be checking the role base. The person don't have the ITL role, and then it is like next move to another condition. The person like anybody have a SN underscore incident underscore right role? No, not there. And the person who is trying to edit and modify the record is a like a being to caller. So when the current caller is like a current user and current caller both are the same, the system will be allowed to edit and modify it. Or open by person also. Sometimes someone can create the incident ticket behalf of you. Like that can be determined opened by. Opened by person also logged into instance, that person also will be able to edit and modify the record. This is all about like a write. And next one is coming to read. SN underscore incident underscore read. One more special role. So you can approvers read, and these all are predefined ACL rules. ML and report user. So table is instant. Who can read all records in instant table? ML report user, ML admin. These two are the special roles. And if you go to third one, role based, condition based, and scripting. Who can read all records in instant table? ITL user also will be able to read. That's why ITL user will be able to create, read, update, and delete, right? And the fourth one is scripting. Current dot open by equal to gs dot get user ID. Current login user and open by both are the same. System will be allowed to read the record. Or if condition is evaluation false, then current dot caller ID equal to gs dot get user ID, and both are the same. Or current dot watch list, any person who is the logged into instance, that person is already added to respective incident in the watch list. That person also will be able to wait. Only the -1 can be defined. Let it like a first person who is added to that loop or watch list. Only that person will be able to access like read this particular record. So this is about a script like scripting. Okay, guys, and similarly like a delete out also. And who can delete the records instant table, guys? Who can delete instant records in instant table?
Admin.
Sorry,
Admin.
admin.
Yes, sir.
No, admin by default can do anything. Admin can be able to create, read, and update and delete. Other than admin, who can delete the records? Which role is required?
ITIL, sir.
IT admin.
Yes. So when client want create like any customer they want to delete the record, a person should have ITIL admin role. Let me check it out. Yes, ITIL admin role. So rule is already created. So when you create any ACL, our rule will be created automatically, right? Role will be created automatically. Okay. So based on that role, the person can access the permission and perform the operation. So based on this rule, okay, system is understanding, oh, this person have ITIL admin role. That's why it will be give the permission to delete the record. Now let's move to ITIL user. Imported with ITIL user. ServiceNow Academy. Submit. So ITIL user try to delete this record. By default, everybody will be able to delete this record, right? Because I did not create any ACL rule. Guys are able to follow me? By default, everybody will be able to delete the record because I did not create any ACL rule. Okay. In this case, I'm going to change my requirement. So only like a ServiceNow Academy admin role, that person can delete the record. Okay. First of all, let me create the one new role. You can be able to create the new roles also. User administration and roles. Create new role. ServiceNow Academy admin role. I'm creating a new role. So then we can create the ACL rule. You know how to create the ACL rule? Go to ACL. How can you create new ACL rule, guys? Directly go to ServiceNow Academy. Open it. Right click. Configure security rules. It's not allowing, right? So we have to elevate with security admin role. Then only system will be allowed to creating new ACL rule. Click on create new. Who will delete ServiceNow Academy table? You can delete all records in ServiceNow Academy table. Okay, so now I'm going to assigning the role called ServiceNow Academy table. Select it. Submit. And continue it. By default, everybody will be able to create, read, write, delete the records. But when you apply the rules, based on the rules, they can be able to perform the operation. Okay. See, now import it with ITL user once again. ServiceNow Academy. You'll be able to create it, read it, and you try to delete the record. Now still is able to delete the record, but IT user don't have permission, right? Just a second. So it's overriding. I can do one thing. I will create one more user. Let me create one more user. Save it. I'm assigning a role only. So let me add it only user. Date. You'll be able to access self-service application and ServiceNow Academy also. I want to create the record, edit the record, edit and modify the record. Still is able to delete it. ServiceNow Academy table, open it, right click, configure. So anybody have this role? Okay, that's why he's able to delete the record. Okay. In this case, what I can do, first of all, I can elevate roles. I don't want delete the record. Anybody have the ServiceNow Academy role? Who will delete? Anybody have ServiceNow Academy role? That's why he's able to delete it. Default access control is this one, none, delete. Who will delete the record? Admin. Okay, let me try Srinivas. How? It's deleted, right? Okay. So by default, Srinivas is unable to delete the record because the person don't have the access, because they need one more extra role. So now let me add the role. Your administration users Srinivas, open it. Now I'm assigning the role edit. So by default, you will be able to access, you'll be able to create, read the record, but update also, but don't have the delete permission. Okay, so when this person want to delete the record, so we need to add one more extra role. ServiceNow Academy admin role is required to delete the records. Update. So again, you can impersonate with Srinivas. And navigate it to ServiceNow Academy. Open the record. Previously, Srinivas don't have the permission to delete the record, right? At this moment, let me check it out. At this moment, we'll be able to delete the record. Right? As I send right. The person will be able to do ServiceNow Academy admin also. Yes, now is able to delete the record because the person have the like a ServiceNow, like what is the ServiceNow Academy admin role. That's why is able to delete the record. If you delete, suppose this moment Srinivas is able to delete the record because the person have the rights. In case if you remove the role, what happens? Just you can observe. Now new and submit. Create one more record, right? Now he's able to delete it. In case if you remove that role from that user record, what happened? Just you can check user administration. Go to user. Srinivas, open it. In case if you remove at ServiceNow Academy at admin role, okay, this person like now this person have only ServiceNow Academy user role, so we'll be able to create, read, and update, but don't have the permission to delete the record. Unfortunate with ServiceNow Academy. Try to delete it. Now it is in disable mode. Okay, guys, any questions till now? Any questions? Guys, do you have any questions till now?
Srinivas, the question is not related to this. This is one of the interview question for one of my friend. Like I've posted in the chat. So, like after this topic, can you just tell us?
Yes. So it's a common question. It's a very frequent ask in every interview.
Okay.
Okay. So like a notification. So in my group, almost 10 members, 10 members, right? 10 members or 15 members. Let us assume 10 members are there in group. So when we sent email to these 10 members, 9 members are got this email successfully, but one member it was ignored. So what is the reason behind it? So why that person is unable to get that email notification? Remaining nine members are able to get the notification, but one member is unable to get the notification. So what is the root cause? What is the cause? What is the main cause? What might be the reason? So why the single person is unable to get the notification? And how can you troubleshoot this? How can you debug it? Any idea, guys? Tell me what is the like a ways we can debug it? How can you find out the root cause? Hemant,
Sir, inbound, outbound enabled or not for that person?
inbound and outbound enable or not? No, inbound, outbound already enabled, right? Already 9 members are getting the notification. Only one member is unable to get the notification.
Maybe that email address might be incorrect or
Yeah.
not.
So might be email address is wrong, or else that user in inactive state might be, right? That specific user in inactive state. Any other points you can troubleshoot? Hemant, you can Google it. Tell me tomorrow. I can give the clarification. If you're unable to get any solution, I can give the solution. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
This is a very common question. So 10 members are getting notified. Like out of 10 members, 9 members are getting notification when we send, but one member is unable to get it. You have to find out the root cause. Okay.
He's
What
outside
reason? He's outside of
the organization due to security policies. He's not getting because he doesn't belong to internal resources. He may be a contract or belong to some other organization.
Yes, that is also one more reason. Correct. So might be is not belongs to our Active Directory or else not belongs to any user table. In other reasons, just you can Google it, you will get a lot of solutions. Okay, and how can you troubleshoot it? Okay, it's a very, very important question entry also. How can you troubleshoot it? Why the person is not getting the notification? Okay, just you can Google it, guys, definitely you will get it. So this is about the ACLs. It's a very simple topic, but very, very important. Okay, clear? Guys, I'm going to end up class today. See you tomorrow.